Good evening, students. I am going to talk to you today about anesthesia and pain relief. This is machine for general anesthesia. This machine, works on the principle of giving anesthetics in a controlled form and controlled volume and pressure. Once a person is intubated in the endotracheal tube, you find a balloon, you find the monitors also, and you can regulate the inhalation anesthetic agents. This is called anesthesia machine, and in older versions used to be the Bose operators, which was a very primitive kind, which was a totally a manual machine in which you have to inflate the balloon manually by your hand. Next, I will introduce you to these are the pumps in which you can give infusion of intravenous anesthesia. Sometimes you may give total intravenous anesthesia for short operations, which does not require anesthesia machine, where surgical procedure can be conducted in a very short time. And in a controlled manner, the drugs are infused in a controlled manner and the doses can be prefixed. Here you find we have a laryngoscope. It has got a blade. There is a source of light. This is introduced into the oral cavity to lift the tongue to the left side, and we visualize vocal cords. In this, the vocal cords are depressed by manually from outside, and this laryngoscope is introduced inside the oral cavity so that the anesthetist can see the vocal prongs on the head end and push the endotracheal tube into the trachea after the patient has been inducted with an induction agent and a short acting muscle relaxant. So once the vocal cords relax, and through the vocal cords, after the oral cavity, the tongue is lifted up, these kind of endotracheal tubes, which you find there is a cuff also which is inflated, so that the endotracheal tube, once it goes into the trachea, is not deflected, not kinked, and it remains its place. And it also, you see, endotracheal tube which is inflated through the cuff, so it will not permit the aspiration of gastric contents from the stomach into the lungs. Otherwise, if this is not fitting snugly and it causes aspiration, so person can have pulmonary aspiration syndrome. So therefore, when we give anesthesia, general anesthesia, person should be on empty stomach. If there is an emergency, before you give anesthesia, through the Ryle's tube, the feeding tube, the gastric contents have to be aspirated first, because if a person aspirates gastric contents under anesthesia or during time induction, this can be fatal most of the times, and it's very, very difficult then to revive the patient. The next film which I am going to show you, this is a laryngeal masked airway. You see here there is again a cuff which blocks the what you call the vocal cords. So therefore it is less irritating, because there is less trauma as compared to the endotracheal tube. And in difficult intubation, you can take the help of a fiber optic endotracheal. This is what you call fiber optic intubation bronchoscope. So the endotracheal tube is threaded onto this, and this is passed through the vocal cords into the trachea. And then, of course, the difficult situation like obese patients or persons who have got short neck, etc. So this intubating fiber optic endoscopic procedure can be conducted, that you call fiber optic intubating bronchoscope can be used for introducing the endotracheal tube in difficult cases.